Well, the hope was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Oh, good return up past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense. We give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Second and 9.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught by McMillan. No gain on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
No gain on the play.
You look at this Eagle defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And that goes for a gain of 31.
It's a gain of 31.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The Bucs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it,
and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
7. Eagles nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is swallowed up right. at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Down pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on the Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early on.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but takes it all the way into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Hurts. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Great, 73.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
That's a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block. And you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Once again, it's Irvin. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season, or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Hey, Silver.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete to DK. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. They go play action with Hurts. Finding Walker complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Toward the pylon, caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Kalijah Cansey. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now back to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That's taken it around the 40. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Hurts completing this one quickly. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Going deep for Walker. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a bit closer. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. 3rd and 2.
Here we go, Shaq.
They'll try and run here with Irvin. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They're going to look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
The gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. In motion comes the tight end left. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. But he's not going to be able to get rid of it. He's going to be tackled behind the line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And good quarterbacks know that when things start to break down and they're forced to flee the pocket, they can often count on their running backs to try and bail them out. That happened on that play. Nice game.
And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go now.
Running the toss to Irving. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. They'll look to throw. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a fourth-down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And he stopped immediately there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's third down.
Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Bartlett. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to pull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 34-yard line. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he make the diving catch. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Hey, Silver. Delta.
They go play action with Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60. Go!
A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
That was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a give, Irving running right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Irvin. And he's got it to about the 40. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. He's back to throw. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Worried about that, but my shows up. All in the kiss can't get the cold up.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's a handoff to Irvin.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A run with Irvin. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love the blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. They'll run. This is Irving. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So here we go. A big spot now for Blake Grupe. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would have made if the elements didn't exist. Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. He'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort. That was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.